Now we come to the sample generator, in which Faceplant can play back recorded audio clips for use and manipulation in synthesis. Not only does this allow for some very real results, but it opens up the possibility of using complex organic sounds as layers and modulators within a broader, more synthetic context, bringing life and texture to patches which might otherwise be sterile and artificial. There are several places in the Kilohearts ecosystem you can use a sample, be it a WAV, FLAC, or AIFF file, and different types of samples you'll find here in the factory library are intended for different purposes. You might, for example, use an impulse response in Convolver to create a realistic, physically based convolution reverb. And these grains samples are designed for use in the granular generator, which we'll discuss in another video. But they're all audio, so you can use them wherever and however you like, and you can bring in your own samples as well, either by drag and dropping or by searching your file system. The sampler itself is fairly self-explanatory. You have the same standard controls as on the other generators, as well as a root note control, which tells the generator the center pitch of the sample, so it knows which key press should represent 1 times playback speed, and therefore original tuning. A playhead/start point, which can be moved by clicking and dragging or by using the offset knob. And a loop zone, which, when you hold down a key for long enough, denotes which part of the sample should be looped. These 3 controls can be locked, so they don't change or reset as you audition different samples. Or they can be left open to change according to the new sample's metadata. If you're using a loop, you have these additional options to play with. Crossfade creates soft blends at the edges of your loop zone to help you avoid distracting clicks and bumps. Length extends the length of your loop zone, and bear in mind you can hold the Shift key for finer adjustments of controls. Start changes where it starts. And finally, you have 4 loop modes to choose from. Infinite, which is selected by default, starts playing around the loop and never stops. Sustain, by contrast, plays the loop only until you release the played key, at which point playback continues through the post-loop portion of the sample. Ping Pong plays through the loop alternately forwards and backwards, while reverse just plays it backwards over and over. Next, let's look at the factory sample library and the sample editor.